Welcome to qnawire.
So now we're going to work on problem 72 from chapter 13. In this problem, we're asked three questions. We want to prepare a solution of cesium bromide, which is 0.4 molality, and we have a volume of 0.5 liters to work with of water. So we need to first know what mass of cesium bromide to add, and then we want to know also the mole fraction and mass percent of this solution. So first, for molality, we need to calculate mass of the solvent. So we're told that we have 0.5 liters. So let's go ahead and see how much mass that would be. So our density is given in milliliters. So we convert to milliliters, then we multiply by our density. And then finally we convert to kilograms because that's what we need for molality. And then we see, perhaps unsurprisingly to some of you, that we have 0.500 kilograms of water. So if the density is 1, then the number of liters will equal the number of kilograms. But it's always best to make sure if you're not completely positive about the conversion. So we're given the concentration that we want to have is 0.400 molality cesium bromide. That's what we want. And so this molality here is going to be equal to the moles of cesium bromide divided by this mass we just calculated. So if we multiply both sides by 0.5, then we can calculate the moles of cesium bromide. As being 0.200 moles. So the first question is, what's the mass? So to find mass, all we need to do is multiply by the molar mass, which is 212.8 for cesium bromide, and so that gives us a value of 42.6 grams. So this is the mass that we need to add to our 0.5 liters to make this solution. So that's the first answer. Second, we're asked, what is mole fraction? What is the mole fraction of this solution? And then mass percent. So we know moles of cesium bromide already. We just need to calculate moles of water. So we have kilograms as 0.500 for water. So we need to convert to grams. And then multiply by the molar mass, or excuse me, divide by the molar mass to get the number of moles, which is 27.75 moles. So to calculate mole fraction, we just need to put the moles of cesium bromide over the whole. So we have 0.200 moles divided by 0.200 plus 27.75 moles. And so when we do this calculation, we get a value of 7.16 times 10 to the negative 3. Unitless, of course, because of the cancellation of the mole unit. So the last question is percentage of cesium bromide. Specifically, mass percent. So we calculated 42.56 grams as the amount of cesium bromide that we need. So we want to put that over the entire mass, 42.56 grams plus the 500 grams of water, which we get from the 0.5 kilograms. And then we're calculating a percentage value. So we want to make sure we multiply by 100. And that gives a value of 7.84%.